This is the Let's Go Blues Minute brought to you by Puckdoku, the original hockey doku. Now here's your host, Jeff Ponder.
Well, the Blues need to start taking care of business tonight if they have any plans to make the playoffs. The Calgary Flames are 5 points ahead of the Blues in the wild card race with 2 games in hand on the Blues. With back-to-back matchups against the Flames this week at home, St. Louis could draw within 1 point of Calgary in the race and maybe even draw within 5 points of the Colorado Avalanche, who currently hold the first wild card spot in the Western Conference. It's been an odd schedule for the Blues this season, as they've already played 81% of their matches against the Eastern Conference to this point. Of the 38 games remaining, 32 remain against the Western Conference and 17 against Central Division rivals. That means the Blues could leapfrog teams on any given night if they get 2 points. As it looks now, the Blues are battling 7 other West teams for either the third and final spot in the Central Division playoffs or one of the 2 wildcard spots. Those teams include the Dallas Stars, Edmonton Oilers, LA Kings, Colorado Avalanche, Calgary Flames, Vancouver Canucks, and Utah Coyotes. 18 of the Blues' remaining 32 games are against those clubs, which means they can still pretty much control their own destiny in terms of a playoff berth later this season. For the Blues, tonight is when the rest of the season starts. With the Calgary Flames coming into town, the Blues play tonight at Enterprise Center at 7 o'clock. They are currently in a stretch of playing in 13 of 17 games at home. Robert Thomas had this to add. He said, "We're getting into a tough time of the season where if we don't make a push, it's not looking too good for us. That's about as urgent as you need to think." End quote. The Blues posted a 4-3 overtime victory on December 5th in Calgary. Thomas led St. Louis with a goal and 2 assists, and goaltender Jordan Binnington made 36 saves to earn the victory. Mackenzie Weegar had a goal and an assist for the Flames in that game, and Dan Vladar stopped 20 of 24 shots while taking the loss. Since Dustin Wolf earned the victory for the Flames in Chicago, Vladar likely will get the nod in net on Tuesday. Very odd to me, by the way, that Dustin Wolf got the start in Chicago last night, and Vladar will likely get the start tonight. Blues are much better than the Blackhawks. You would think they'd want to start their starter tonight, but maybe they noticed something that I'm not seeing. Recently, Calgary has been hot, pun intended, following an ugly 8-3 loss at home to Tampa Bay on December 12th. The Flames regained traction while earning points in 9 of their next 12 games. One key has been the offensive revival of forward Jonathan Huberdeau, who has 11 goals and 9 assists in his last 18 games. Forward Rory Kieran's earned 2 assists in his NHL debut as the Flames defeated Chicago 5-2 Monday for their 3rd straight victory. The Blues possess the all-time record in their history against the Flames, going 92, 75, 14, and 7 in 188 games against. In their last 10 meetings dating back to 2021-2022, the Blues have posted a 10-2 record against Calgary. Tonight, the players to keep an eye on. Dylan Holloway for the Blues has 5 goals and 8 assists over the last 10 games and 8 points in his last 6 games. In 7 matchups with Calgary in his career, Holloway has posted just 3 assists with 6 shots, but I expect that will change because Dylan Holloway continues to improve in his first season in St. Louis. For the Flames, it's got to be everyone's favorite forward in St. Louis, Nazem Kadri. He has 14 goals and 15 assists for the Flames in 41 games this season. He also has 2 goals and 2 assists in his past 2 games, both wins for Calgary. The London, Ontario native has 10 goals and 10 assists, as well as 61 penalty minutes in 34 career games against the Blues.
Wait, Jeff, one more thing.
Well, let's discuss Puckdoku. The winner yesterday again was Bill. He posted a uniqueness score of 4 to my 12. His best play came in the New York Islanders and the Buffalo Sabres square. He played Tom Draper, a goalie, at 0.2%. Fun fact about Tom Draper, which I did not know until today. On February 28, 1991, the Jets traded Draper to the St. Louis Blues for future considerations, which on May 24, 1991, turned out to be for Jim Vesey. Draper was ultimately traded back to the Jets, also for future considerations. I wonder if the Blues ever cashed in on that. You got to think, go back to that trade, Doug Armstrong. where the Blues acquired and traded away Tom Draper. Maybe there's something there. I'm kidding, of course. Big game tonight against Calgary. Let's go!
This was the Let's Go Blues Minute powered by Puckdoku. Remember to tune into Let's Go Blues Radio, the original St. Louis Blues hockey podcast and webcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, hosers.